At Merrill Lynch, we are bullish on the Hispanic Latino market.
Yeah.
So the Latino community has been a core part of Nike from the very beginning. We listen to sneaker culture. We listen to the people that authenticate culture, the people that create culture, the tastemakers.
We are in San Diego at Latitude 2022. Latitude is a gathering of Latino leaders, thought leaders from across the world that are coming together to learn, to hear the facts and the data that are driving the Latino community's impact on our country and the world, and to hear from leaders and to talk to each other about what we're doing. It's also an opportunity for professionals and certainly for young leaders in training like our HSF scholars to have an opportunity to listen, to learn, to interact with each other and to interact with other leaders and CEOs and incredible people.
These folks within the room, these are your friends, these are your networks, these are the people you're going to see at events like this in several years. They're going to create the opportunities for you. Cultivate and take care of those.
So we needed to come together, gather data, and then tell the story. And that's what Latitude is really about. It's us, all of us, living, breathing, working, but at the same time, living the story.
I knew I would be inspired, but I didn't know in what way. And I was just really taken aback at the way that, like, for me being a Latina, it was that I looked on that stage, I was like, that is me. The impact that that had on me is finally being able to see myself there and be like, wow, I can be that person.
They really put on such a great event for us, like really accommodated us, really made us feel at home here. We really had a community with all the HSF scholars. And most of all, I think they really opened doors for us, right? Putting us in the rooms with CEOs, with these leaders in different industries. I think it was super inspiring for me at least, and kind of something I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
So why do we exist? All these numbers up on the screen, we're all familiar with. The bottom are the educational statistics that show the progress that we're making. There is a new Latino narrative.
They've had an opportunity to sit on incredible sessions on the main stage, and then we've had our own breakout room where in between those sessions on the main stage, those very same speakers have come directly to interact with the 70 scholars and alumni that are here.
Honestly, I felt so much of the Latino community in all of us. It was great to experience that and also hear from these wise CEOs and leaders that are representing our community as well.
I really gained a great appreciation for the Latino community. I've always felt very involved, but also being able to see all these professionals in this environment really inspired me and also gave me that empowerment to hopefully make my own impact on the community later on.
I have failed so many times. I have heard no more than I have heard yes. And that really prepared me to be an entrepreneur. And I think that, honestly, the more that you can fail, and learn from that, like just take the lesson from it. That is how greatness is actually built.
The time that I started my career, I didn't have anybody, especially because, I came from Cuba. I mean, when we came to Miami, it was a sign, all the houses said, no dogs, no Cubans. This last year was my 44th nomination for Grammy with the Wailers. And I won 22 Grammys.
If we think about our culture infuses our power.
I was always inspired by athletes. So what do great athletes do? They set ambitious goals for themselves. They invest in themselves. They don't wait for someone else to do the work for them, but they're really clear that the responsibility and accountability to get to their goal is theirs.
I really appreciated the candor that these leaders spoke with. We were the important people in the room, and that was really unique to us. The empowerment, the excitement, the respect given to the scholars is something that I think people will leave with and is super important for all of us.
I made wonderful connections, relationships with not only my scholars, the HSF staff, but also outside of that, I got to meet CEOs and celebrities, things that I would never get to experience otherwise.
Yeah, at Latitude, I met a lot of great people, a lot of influential people that inspired me to go above and beyond. I met people in the business sector, in the medicine sector, and just really walked out with a great experience and feeling more motivated than I've ever been.
We were able to interact with a bunch of folks. A lot of the participants were, I think, also inspired by the young energy that our scholars and our young alumni brought. They just did an amazing job.
For me, it was like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Like, this is something that I never would have thought would happen, and it was really emotional. I got to meet a lot of friends. Life is beautiful.